Hi everyone, welcome back to another edition of our quick tutorials videos. Today's video is all going to be about an app called Quiver. I initially actually debated making this a Tech Tuesday video, but because it's an app and it's only going to be on the iPads and I wanted to do a little bit deeper dive into it, I decided to do a quick tutorial video for it instead. So this video, you'll see some jumping back between me and then some screen recordings from the iPad, as well as screen recordings from the PC as I walk you through how to use this app. What Quiver is a augmented reality app. If you've watched my other videos, you know I'm really passionate about augmented reality and all the cool things that you can do with that, especially in the classroom. I've been on the hunt for a great augmented reality app for a while and finally found one that I like that's free, which is awesome. What Quiver is it takes basically a coloring book and turns it into 3D interactive things. So you can draw, you can color in a 2D picture and then interact with it in a 3D way by using your iPad's camera inside the app. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the iPad screen recording, and you'll hear me walk you through what the app looks like, how to navigate through it, as well as how to actually play with it when you start using it with your kids. So I will shoot over to that right now. Alright, so we have the iPad out here, and I'm going to show you where the Quiver app is, what it looks like, and then we'll start walking through. So it's down at the bottom of my screen, but if you're looking for it inside of your iPad as a whole, it is a picture of a butterfly that has one side white and the other is lines. So when you find that, you go ahead and click it, and then it'll open the Quiver app. And so what we've got here is the app itself. You can see that we've got a couple of options up at the top, nothing that you're ever going to mess with. You see the word print, color, play. That's just the order that it goes in. You print off the pictures, you color them, and then you can play them. The app is set up as a catalog of pictures with the book option, and then the actual play button is the butterfly logo. So if you were to want to go find some different pictures, you can always go through the packs option, and that'll tell you the different coloring packs that you can look at, and then you can try to download the content. But because it's tough to print from the iPad, I'm going to tell you most of the time avoid that, and I'll show you how to do it on the computer. To exit out of here, you hit the X button in the top left-hand corner. So we exit out. And then now, what your kids are going to use every time is they're going to have colored their picture, and then you're going to go and you're going to hit the butterfly, which will play. So I'm going to show you now by tapping on the butterfly. It opens up my camera. You can see I can tap to focus the camera, but what I need to do is have a picture in front of it to scan. So I'm going to move it over, and here is a picture I colored earlier, and you can see it is a fire truck. And so now, if I move the camera down, I can start interacting with this fire truck that I colored. And so it's colored the same way I designed it. I can make it drive around. I hit the drive button, and it makes it smaller, drives around. Pretty cool. I can, once it loads up again, I can make the ladder go up. I can hit the spray button and water shoots out, which is pretty cool. Turn off the spray, make the ladder go to the right. I can make the ladder go to the left, and I can also bring it back down. And you see, that's how I interact with it in 3 dimensions with the camera on. Turning on the language. So outside of that, we hit the X button and we go back to the main home screen. I will say that one of the things that you're going to need to understand about it is that when you put a new picture on for the first time, you have to actually download it to the app itself, and I'll walk you through how to do that. So if you're working with younger children, you're probably going to want to go ahead and do this with each of the iPads first, because they usually just don't have the patience to do it. So same thing like we did before. I'm going to hit the play button, but this time I have a picture that I haven't looked at for the first time. And so you can see here, Shape Crafters out in the sky. I haven't done anything with it, so I just hit download. and it's going to start downloading. You can see sometimes it'll move quicker, slower, depending on the complexity of the picture and your Wi-Fi connection. It's all dependent on what you have available to you, but you just have to be patient, and you'll have to do this. Like I said, each iPad has to download the content to it, but once you have it, now I've got three-dimensional shapes, and I didn't color this one, but I can tap them, and it'll show me what a pyramid does, triangular pyramid, or a cube, or a another three-dimensional shape, and I'm blanking on right at the moment. But you can see all these cool three-dimensional shapes that I could have colored and interacted with. So hit that exit. And like I said, this is what you'll have to do every time you add a new one. Once you've done it already, if they want to draw a new picture, or they want to edit their picture, you don't have to download it again. It's already been downloaded the first time. So exiting out of that, that is the app itself and a quick way of how to use the app. Now I'm going to switch over to the computer, and I'll show you how we actually go through the process of finding pictures and then what to do with them once you find them. Okay, so I want to show you how to actually find the coloring packs for you to use with your kids, and then where that's going to be, how to download it, how to print it. So the website you're going to go to is quivervision.com. You can see it up here, quivervision.com. So when you type in that, it's going to pull you to this homepage. It'll show you the homepage of what they do. You're always going to go to coloring packs. Go to coloring packs. And we start looking here at the Quiver coloring packs. You're going to stay on Quiver because that's the app we have. We don't have the Quiver Education. We have the regular Quiver. So just like any other iPad app that we end up using, there are free pieces to it and there are paid pieces to it. Quiver has a paid piece to it that you really don't ever have to use. And in my opinion, it's not worth it. You have to pay $2, $3 here to get these extra coloring sheets that honestly don't do all that much. But they have free, and they're easily labeled on here. Free, free, free. If they have a $sign, they cost money. Some of them are promotional tie-ins. Some of them are things that you'll just use. I found my fire truck picture from the Quiver Vision starter, and you can see here it has a bird, some fireworks, and a fire truck, which is pretty cool. We can hit the back button, and I'll show you guys. The pre-K is actually going to be working with at the coloring packs. They're actually going to be working with some butterflies in the next couple of weeks. And so they wanted something that they could use that ties into the butterflies. So I went to the Chick-fil-A one, viewed that pack, and found them some animals in the animal pack. And I found butterflies. And so the butterflies, when I scan them, you tap on the butterflies and the butterflies fly around. So there's all sorts of cool things that you can find. I encourage you to explore, find whatever you want. Remember, anytime you add a new picture that you want your kids to interact with, they do have to download it. They scan it with their camera in the app, and it goes through the downloading process. If you've got younger kids, you probably want to do this in advance because the patience level is just not there. But when you're ready to go ahead and print off a picture, all you got to do is click on that download page. It won't actually download it. It'll go to this page here, which is the e-version of the picture, and then you just hit that print button in the top right-hand corner. Hit print. It will go. It'll tell you want to print this piece of paper. Where do you want to print it? Go ahead and choose your printer, hit print, and there you have it. You've got this coloring sheet. All you got to do is have your kids color it, and then they can start having fun with 3D interactivity through that augmented reality piece on the iPad. So that's pretty it. It's pretty simple, easy to do. If you have questions, let me know. and I will I'll get with you. I'm going to be stopping by the campuses again to walk you guys through this. Just to make sure that there's no issues. I know it's a new app. It's exciting to play with, and I want us to be able to use this as much as possible to tie it into our lessons as much as possible. But that's all I'm going to have for today. That's our quick tutorial video. If you have ideas for other quick tutorials or any other video topics that you want me to address, don't hesitate to reach out. I love talking to you guys, especially getting your ideas. It's always helpful for me to not have to come up with everything on my own. If I've got ideas that I know you guys want, it makes it that much easier. But that being said, this is going to be the end of the video. I hope everyone has a great rest of whatever day it is when you watch this. Thanks.